Everyone's on. I'm gonna start streaming. Ugh. See if it connects. Oh my god, it connects.
It's a New Year's miracle.
Amazing.
The year is so new it hasn't had a chance to get broken yet.
I don't know what to do, dude.
That's right. Yep.
It is. I think I worked out all the issues.
No, we're just a simulation.
Yep. And even YouTube just told me we're live, so I guess it's all working. Fucking liars. Fucking assholes. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna get started because, you know, we don't have much time. We might as well go. Okay, so where we last left off, if you guys want sound, get Srinscape.
Well, what the hell?
By the way,
Jesus.
Just to let you know. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I didn't make special sound for this, but I have
that makes
to work off
all of us.
Fuck, yeah, you know. I didn't expect to,
I mean, we didn't know it would happen eventually. They didn't know it would happen eventually. That's the way. No. That's the way we work. We always end up in some random plane of chaos.
What's that?
I mean, y'all didn't have to talk about wanting to come get me.
No, I honestly.
I'm gonna bet
Why would
that
we
probably
do
wasn't
that?
my call. I was just
I'm not sure that I recall having just kind of went with things. I think.
Yeah. So, where we last left off, as you guys know, you guys faced off with Imix to not very much effect. Imix did not really care about you guys too much. He went straight for the altar as he bashed through some rock. And he tried to get his minions that he created, his fire elementals, to take care of you. He bashed through the wall, he touched the altar, and the altar was filled with some sort of power and pulsating purple veins of glowing light. And Crayola decided to go up to the shining sun that was like 200 feet up in the air, and decided to take the dagger that she had and go through the sun, and that ended up propelling her into a fiery or lava plane. Upon which you seen Imix begin to break apart and get sucked in, and that fiery sun collapsed. And then the place started shaking, and this is where you basically left off. And at the beginning of the session, you guys made some quick decisions how to get out of here in one tack, as you've seen pieces of rock start falling into the lava in the distance. You guys were able to do some strategic planning. We were able to use the cube, form the magic cube around you so that only organic matter can pass, or whatever it was. Non-organic matter couldn't pass, or was it to your choosing, or something like that is one of the abilities it has. And you guys were able to run out. You got past the fire giants. It did take you longer because you were sneaking past them one at a time, and you went and raised up the rocks, and when you got to the platform, you guys went there and said embers, and the platform I believe proceeded to go down. So and in which the whole in which the whole cavern collapsed and you guys went into the lava, but you were completely safe by the cube. That's a good thing. Upon which you're engulfed in lava, and that's where that's not where we left it off. Probably about 10 minutes or so, you're engulfed in like a pool of lava where you can see above it's more like reddish in color, and below it gets more whiter. And you guys are probably in there for a good 10 minutes before it rises to a lava surface. And I'll show you what you guys seen. Just a reminder. Not that. You've seen something like this, but a lot more lava. Oops. Sharing. Share record. So there's a lot more lava around than rock formations, and up above you see a glowing, almost like a blue light, way above, which you could probably constitute as some kind of sun or moon, but probably more like a sun. And there's all this gas that fills the air and everything. I imagine all the gaseous fumes don't pass through the cube.
And do.
Chuck, I'm assuming you remember everything, so I don't have to recap that, but so it can be a new experience for people if you don't remember. And you guys are up at the top, and you guys are going along currents, upon which you get to up ahead. You see like a city. It looks something like this. And you're brought upon the, I guess you could call it the lava shore. And you guys are daring enough to take down the cube, or let someone pass through the cube. And I think Verjarma, because she is, are you? Yeah, you're invulnerable to fire right now. You're completely invulnerable to fire, and so you walk on the floor, and the floor feels weird as you can see that the rock is like swimming, sort of like lava, but much slower. It's kind of moving, almost feels like tons of insects underneath your feet. And outside you smell sulfur, and it smells
So we're in hell.
awful. You are able to breathe here though.
Kind of seems like it.
Basically, I think I have some more images too. I'll give you that are cool. No. There's that one. So apparently you're at some big city. It looks like the lower parts are more like this art, this sort of gothic kind of style, and the upper parts are more domed and look a bit nicer. And I will show you what that looks like as soon as I find. I will save that picture. Where did I put that picture? Damn it! Oh, here it is. That's what you can see, like towering above. There is no sunlight behind them. And there's no clouds.
It's just.
So, anyways, that's
hanging in the
basically
air
where we left
above
off.
Above the lower city.
No, that's like the pictures of just the tops of the spires, right? They're more dome shaped, where they look more geometric, nice shaped, and the below parts are more like the other pictures, more gothy, right? And where you guys are at is actually at this image exactly here. Or wait, did I show you guys images, right? Yeah, I sent. Okay, make sure I sent them. So that one there is kind of like right where you are.
How far away are we about from this gigantic city?
Like
you are. I mean, yeah, just right there, like the image, 500 feet or something, right? So a lot of this we'll probably do, theater of the mind.
And the ground that we're on is solid or not? It's all liquid magma, like.
Well, as far Verjarma is the only one who walked out, and she's the only one that's immune to fire, because that's why she walked out. the ground itself, it's really strange, and you guys can even see it. It actually moves as if it's almost like a liquid, but you're standing on a solid. So it feels like rock, and under your feet it feels like, 30 billion ants moving at a slow pace. It's sort of a really weird feeling.
Yeah.
It is very hot to Rajarma, but not hot enough for your clothes burn or anything like that.
I don't have a whole lot of charges left in the cube, even just to keep the gases or keep us out, keep the heat out. So either way, we're going to be on our own pretty soon.
So, am I not impacted by breathing any of this stuff? There's no poisonous gases or anything happening?
Nope, you're fine. So, I'll let you guys know there's reasons for everything. I looked everything up. And also the embers does make the platform go down. You guys never figured out
we never had the first word. Yeah.
The way to go up, and the way to go down actually brings you here. So, yeah.
No worries.
All right then.
Can you breathe?
Yeah.
All right, Kevril. Airden, I'm gonna drop the cube. Servant.
It's very hot out here, though.
You guys are in the lava, so you'll have to walk out first.
Yeah, we'll get on the walkway first, and then I'll...
It's very hot. Feels very strange on our feet. It's a little creepy crawly. Don't like
so
it.
you guys let down the cube?
Yeah.
The cube dissipates in this shimmering white and blue light, and as it does that, right away, those that aren't immune or even resistant to fire, you feel a stifling heat. It almost feels like you can't breathe, but you do take a breath and you can breathe, and the air is just very hot to you. When you stand, your feet are getting warm on the rock itself, almost like you have to keep your feet moving.
Right.
I can fly.
And you start to smell like burning leather if you have leather soles, which I'm guessing you do.
Right.
It's probably not good for me since I have
the smell is
thin
pretty
boots on.
sulfuric, but judging by having all the lava around you, for those that are very perceptive, you would say that this is way less sulfuric than it should be. And yeah.
Alright,
Weird.
let's try to get into higher ground and see if we can get some protection somewhere and see if we can remember that genie.
What were we supposed to remember? I don't,
I mean, isn't...
And the last time I remember anything, I think it was, maybe Cruella was the only one that, it might have had at all any sort of interest in wanting to help, because we weren't exactly accommodating when it came to what it wanted, if I remember right.
Is his friend.
That's true. That's true.
If he met them once, they are best friends. He can always call on them for anything.
Of course. We don't know his real name, but we can. I mean, he's the only person we know in this town, so.
You see the size of that city? They're gonna find one genie.
How do you know this?
Because we know that he lived.
That's where he went.
Oh, that's where he went. Oh, that's what this is.
This isn't where he's from, but it's for some reason where he lives. The whole thing was strange to me.
Well, let's see what we can do, and see if anybody knows where Cruella is. First.
That's probably our best
You are
bet.
assuming
I would
she is
assume,
alive.
I mean, I have to assume that she's alive.
Right. I suppose I will float above ground. It's not hot on my feet that way.
It's definitely probably not as hot for you. No, I mean definitely. Yeah, I mean it feels very warm, but
then I'm still carrying my unconscious sister too.
Okay, so let's not stand here talking while you burn.
Let's go.
All right.
We shall move.
You guys walk up, and you walk up to gates that are wide open. Like I said, it's the Gothic image. It's probably something like this. And you see people in different sorts of creatures walking around, but predominantly you see creatures that look like. Where are my notes? Did I put it under my notes, or did I put it under? I think I put it under story. Wait a minute, let me find it. Uncategorized. Here we go. I got a big list of shit that you see. Which some you don't even know. You see fiery creatures just kind of walking around. Not as many that are actually made of fire, but stuff that looks like that.
Well,
That's good.
You see
Pretty fiery to
groups
me.
of beings that look like this.
how do their clothes not melt off of them?
Well, there is one thing you
They're
notice
fire
that
clothes.
the general garb and wear is sort of like a combination of Arabic and Goth, if you're to combine that for real world reference. A lot of it is definitely you would say exotic metals and stuff like that. Whatever it is, it's pretty odd because your guys' clothes are getting warm, and most of the moisture has already dried out.
Great.
No, not that. No, not a spread of fire. Okay. Predominantly, you do see walking around large creatures. Half of which aren't even touching the ground. They're just floating aloft by, and many of them have what you assume are slaves, as they have collars around them and chains connected. And they look like this. They're red skin. They would look at maybe, kind of like a devil-like. Their clothes are more.
These are the slaves,
you
or
would
these?
assume they're the ones. They're the ones carrying around the people that are collared. So, you see
Okay.
many, much of that. Let me see if you see anything else that sticks out. What you assume are slaves are humanoids. You can see anything ranging from humans to elves to otherworldly beings. You see a bunch of dwarf-like creatures with fiery hair, which you've seen a couple down in the temple, otherwise known as Azers. I think you guys figured that out. You also see carrying slaves too, next to one of the red guys. These guys, and they're huge. They're 20 feet tall. Yeah, we do.
We know those guys.
So that just gives you a picture of like the types of creatures you see. Some are actually riding some mounts. They're fiery mounts, much like you've seen of Sonia's character ride. Stuff like that. You notice there are dogs running. A pack of dogs kind of run by, and as they run by, a little bit of flames come off, and they smell of sulfur. And you guys are let in, and people kind of stare and they kind of grumble and they kind of look at you, and one of the big demon, or I should say devil-like guys, he has no less than at least 8 horns on his head, and he spots you. He walks up and he says, in a language that only Cabril can understand, which is Ingrid. He basically says, are you new?
We don't have time for this.
Are you new?
We've been sent out to retrieve a particular individual, and the last that we've heard is that she's here in the city of Brass, and so we're here to collect the bounty for her. Have you seen her?
Ah, you're looking for someone.
A recent arrival probably drifted in here on her own.
Recent.
A tiefling.
As in how recent?
Red. Within the last few hours. We're hot on her trail. No pun intended.
I'll laugh along even though I know this.
He kind of looks at you like...
I'm sure that probably fits well. Yeah.
I will slap him in shoulder. Roll eyes.
Outlanders jokes don't get you far here. But if it's a shop you're looking for, I have one. And this person you look for, what does she look like?
She's a red-skinned tiefling. Probably
His
not too many
eyes-
of those around here, huh?
Go open. But you said she came just recently. It looks
Indeed.
I guess not the one I was thinking of. I don't know her, but my shop. I sell clothings and wares. You should stop by. As I fear, by the looks of it, your clothes won't last.
As I said, we're hot on her trail and didn't necessarily prepare because we were afraid the trail would go cold. So we might take you up on that offer. Where's this shop of yours?
You'll find it in the market district in the lower level. The name of it is, oh jeez, what is the fucking name? I don't know.
Balrog's
Yes,
Taint.
how did you know?
Does not sound like a place I want
names.
to go.
Yeah,
Places.
and on his side he has a stone, a metal, like it looks like a tablet, and on it says Balrog's Taint on it. You read well.
Wow. Must be psychic.
And as far as your friend, I've not heard of any known tiefling that come in as of recent.
Well, you seem to be someone who pays attention. So, if you happen to come across any information, do let us know, and I'll sleight of hand, take out 10 gold out of my pouch and try to give it to him without burning my hand on his.
He's not full of fire or
when I do
anything.
it.
He looks like he's got skin and all that. He looks at your hand, and he puts his hand out, and he looks, and he sees a 10 gold drop, and he says, for information, he takes it. That is disrespectful. If you want information, I know you're new. If you want information, you have to pay a lot more than that here. I will just take this, even though you offend me.
Find me what I need, and I can.
That's
make
not how
what
it
you
works
will.
here in the city of Brass. In the city of Brass, You pay before you get anything.
I'll remember that.
And
Perhaps we'll see you at your shop.
he leaves. He takes your 10 gold.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah, you guys walk forward. Where would you guys like to go? So since you're at the City of Brass, I do have a map for that. Where
I think we should probably go to the shop first, eh?
I'm just gonna give you a layout. Obviously, you guys don't know
So
where to go or anything, but it doesn't. You know, it doesn't
You don't need
matter.
to probably give us the map.
I just so you guys get an idea of how big it is, so we know. Yeah.
It's big!
It is, hell and all. It's a whole ass hell.
It is a whole ass hell. You guys probably came in at like a gate around here or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's big.
Where did you?
I hope you have like.
You do see in the middle
I think.
one of the tall spires that raises up in the middle as the whole city itself goes up in like a to a mountain as it climbs up, and you guys are around there, and it seems pretty big to you.
Yes, so.
I hope Krill has like fireworks going off and like a neon flashing sign or
I
something.
could try to be messaging her. I can do that within certain ranges
Yes.
of space, so perhaps I can be doing
not a
that
bad
and
idea.
see. We will know when she is within 120 feet of us. It's not far, but something.
Yeah. Regardless.
I don't have any location spells.
I think Malakor's right. We need to assume that we'll be here for a bit, and although you might be fine, Vajarma, I don't know if your clothing will be.
I will
so
not
I
be
Speaking
think
of
fine
which-
for forever either. My potion
Speaking of
only
which,
lasts 1 hour.
you guys don't even notice the smell of smoke as everything is sulfuric and smells kind of smoky as it is here. You look down.
You don't notice
you
our
look
clothes
down.
are burning off?
You look down at your clothes, and sure enough, the bottom of your cloaks are starting to smoke some. Yes.
Sweet.
Right, so why don't we go find clothes that will not burn?
Yeah.
Probably
That's
shoes
best.
that will not burn would be the good plan.
A lot of things, but yeah.
Alright, where did man say his shop
The
was?
city market.
The city market in the lower
Maybe
Balrog Taint.
Criella would have thought same thing. If she's alive, she is smart. She knows how to survive.
So,
She has plenty of money.
we'll just make this short because it doesn't really matter.
Oh, but it does.
So you guys.
He's got
You
other
guys-
things he wants
You guys
for us
ask
to
around.
do.
You do
clearly.
notice when you're walking around in the city itself that there are rivers of lava that flow through here and there, which is pretty interesting.
Cool.
Comfy.
The art is immaculate. Like something. I mean, it would take something on Toil, which is like Earth. For those who don't know, Forgotten Realms. It would take something like tons of years to make the art that's here. The metals, most of the metals seem exotic except for the tops of domes, which they do seem brass, but that's the only thing that seems to be brass. It's more in the nicer dome areas. The rest of it is like like an onyx stone or something like that. You're not really sure. It's just unworldly. When you walk on the street, the floor is not moving like the rest of the outside of the city, and it is also not quite as hot to your feet. there is, there's a variety of characters, and
Do we see anybody else that looks to be what I'll, for lack of a better term, call normal walking around, or does everybody seem to be from this plane?
in this area here, you can roll an insight check. Because it's so different. So
yeah.
alien, like, no.
Let me do it in the tower.
So, from what you gather, you're assuming from the distance and what you assume is probably some kind of way palace and the way the building shape is and just the cleaner look from way off in the distance, you assume you're in the very poor areas. And the types of things you see here are probably more native here. And you would guess maybe you would see different things more in like the city market or something like that, or in different areas.
Makes sense. Anybody that's either powerful enough or unfortunate enough to end up here probably have had different means to get here than we did.
So anyways, you guys go walk around. I assume you guys just how do you want to find the market, basically? I guess.
Well, at least Tevril can speak the
Yes, that's
language
very helpful.
and try to get us a location.
I'll try and find people who. I don't want to look for like the shop owners necessarily or anybody else, but I also want to try and find somebody that looks like they are everyday people, like workers or people who are, going about their business that have other things that are happening, and ask those people. I don't want to ask the people who are kind of clearly looking to prey upon those of us who have no idea where we're going, so just try and find the traditional people who are going about their business, and I'll just kind of casually ask them.
Or if we can find folks from our plane.
Okay. Go find. Can you roll an investigation check? Are you?
Ooh, I'm really good at this.
You can do it with help for the group. So
somebody will assist. That's not too bad. Vajarma can probably assist you, or Aridin can. I'm not helping anybody in my...
Of course, they have to be able to speak the language. Can they speak that language? I don't think so.
I cannot speak it.
Okay.
I can
Doesn't
do
matter, I didn't
comprehend
roll anyway, so.
languages.
Oh, okay. So as long as you can comprehend, you can officially help.
I mean, I can cast it. I have not.
Well, it's a ritual. Would you like to try to cast it?
Yeah, I should do that.
Okay. You'll give them a
Because it
vanish.
will
Yeah,
help,
it'd be a huge help. You
I will do
cannot
that.
speak the language, but you can understand it, so you can
I can understand it, right?
at
Yeah,
least know
so
what
I
the
will
fuck's
do that.
going on.
I can understand the writing at least and stuff like that. So.
Yes. Exactly.
Can you understand the
Yes.
spoken word?
I can understand what I hear, but I can't
good.
speak it.
Oh, that's good.
I will do that.
The lettering here for all of you guys look dwarven in writing. So, but like it's like ancient dwarven.
Well, that's not
So,
good.
can I read it then?
No, it's not
I can't read
dwarven. It just
okay.
looks. It uses the same dwarven characters actually.
Oh.
For the writing.
All right.
Yeah.
But I can't
Interesting.
decipher any of it though.
No, you don't understand it. The only one that can is Tevril and Vajarma. Vajarma goes cast a spell, and as you cast it, you notice that the magic feels a little different and leaves a warm sensation throughout your body. Instead of
makes me
cool
warm inside. Makes me hot.
and bothered.
Magic is hot. And
Uh,
bothered. I mean, Iridan
yes,
is bothered.
Idoran is like it, and it
Oh, it
wasn't
is so
for me.
hot. Let me take these heavy robes off. Oh. I have
At this,
I have
Idoran
Princess
says,
Leia bikini
at this rate,
underneath.
your robes will burn off. Actually.
Nice.
So,
Oh, I don't want to lose them though. I like my clothes.
okay.
I rolled a 14.
did, and that was to, you have to find people. Yeah, I mean it's easy enough for you guys to spot out some kind of workers, and it looks like it's some kind of I don't know. They're working on some buildings. You see some Azures working on some buildings. So.
Okay. I have an onyx gem. It's worth 50 gold that I will basically use to pay for the information.
Lawsuits came out.
Oh, cool. That's good. Right.
Hi.
See you in the morning.
So you go up and they're building, and you walk up to them. They don't take too much notice to you. Kind of ignore you. Probably.
I'll say in their language. Excuse me, I know you're busy.
Okay. One of them stops, and he kind of slowly looks over at you, and he says in Ingrid, "Who is your owner?"
As much as it might be difficult to believe, I have no owner here.
He looks you up and down. And can you roll a persuasion check?
Sure.
Since you're telling the truth, it's a persuasion.
Yup.
Alright. It's pretty good. Well, I doubt that will last long.
Trust me, I know where
What
we
is your
are.
name and title?
I'll keep moving.
You don't have to tell them anything.
He obviously,
Oh,
yeah,
I can
yeah,
understand you.
yeah, but she obviously
She
he
says
doesn't
that to me.
understand you.
I'll just
Or
kind of
maybe
look
he
at
does, you don't know.
No,
Yeah,
I'll be like, we don't know
I'll
this
just
bitch any information. Let's just keep going.
Yeah. Just say, just a simple travel, and I only need a moment of your time. Where do I find Balrog's taint in the
He
city
can only speak
market?
that language too. I need your title first.
No, he fucking doesn't.
I'll flip him the onyx and I'll
He
say,
just walks away
no,
and
you
continues his
don't.
work.
Bye.
Well,
Bye, bitch.
I'll go pick it up.
What's up, kitty?
Hold on 1 second, my her
Oh,
Yay.
cool!
teeth just came
Yay,
out.
happy day. So we can switch to Charles if you want. If you want to go do it.
Hey,
she
let's
wants to
see
show
your
you
teeth.
Yeah,
once.
girl.
Hold on a
Hi.
second, close so they can see.
Oh, there it
Oh,
is.
look
Look
at
at
that.
that.
Yay.
Look at that big hole in your mouth.
Man, you have a really big mouth.
Aw,
That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
that's
Keep
the
Big
it
pot
old
to
gap
the
now.
kettle. Better
Tooth
watch her.
fairy's
She'll
got-
I bet
fight
she
with
will.
that big old mouth.
I imagine. That's awesome. All right. Teeth.
Aw,
When the tooth fairy
we're
comes.
almost pretty far past that stage.
That's her first one. She's all.
Oh, that's the very first one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, you need to be way more excited about it than that then.
Well, she's been playing with it for all week. So yeah,
Now it's
kinda like-
anticlimactic.
Exactly.
You're like, finally,
Yay,
I get
good
it.
job.
well, at least
She gets $10
Yeah.
for the first one.
at at least we're learning
Nope.
a little bit more about how things work here. It's kind of definitely not quid pro quo. So, are there any street signs or anything?
So you
are
can
there, like, guideposts?
you can look for more workers if you want.
Well, now that the drama has comprehend languages
there
and
is-
stuff, are there guideposts and stuff?
There are. No, actually, here there's not street names. Actually, but you guys make
So,
it to.
I have an idea.
On the map, it's called the Octagon because you go to the big building. We'll just say you head towards there looking for something.
Okay.
And around there, this is a big dome building. It looks to be some kind of official building. There are signs made of like some kind of like obsidian, it looks like. But it has a weird kind of shine to it, almost incandescent shine. And on it, it basically says in Ingran, the Octagon in it. And you can see what you assume are like guards or something, so you can go talk to them if you want.
Should we try our luck?
Right. So we can pretend I am super important person and you are my servant, right? So I will just tap you when I want you to respond, right? Because I will hear what they say, but I cannot answer them. Then if they only answer to people who, above them in rank, then perhaps I will just be a super important person.
Sure. We can try that.
I will pull. Let me check and see what I've got in my. I have clothings. I will just, doff some things that are fancy looking.
Okay. You go take him out. I think after walking around, your spell of defense against fire probably is worn off by now. So.
How long have we been walking out?
Judging from that size, and you guys have been walking at least 45 minutes, so...
Okay, then it is probably over.
Yeah.
But I will just hover. I will not walk on the ground if it's too hot for me.
Oh yeah, you can hover. It's still pretty hot, and your clothes still... the ends of it definitely fray.
I will hold fan, and I will be fanning myself. And I will, because I have to look very important. I will fan myself, and then I will tap Keveril on shoulder and point in direction and be like, right. So they make like show
and
when we walk up.
Did you cast a spell to
the guards
like
or whatever?
Something or what?
No, I'm just putting on the part of my costumey clothes,
disguise?
maybe like something that looks fancy. I have it in my
I'm just curious.
stuff. I have costumes.
Are you proficient in disguise?
Fine. Yes, I am the Jarma.
Okay, you are. Okay, can you? You can roll with advantage. Deception. You can roll it in the open because either it's gonna work. And what do you want to look like?
All right. I just want to look fancy and
for here.
Pompous.
I mean, honestly, you don't have anything that looks like what they have.
I might have jewelry or something that just makes me look wealthy.
It's gonna be difficulty numbers will just be harder.
My attitude will be my best disguise.
There you go. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
okay. As you're walking along, you see some discarded clothing on the side, and it's just in piles of heaps, heaps of piles, and you go to it, and it looks a bit dirty to you, right? It's outside some kind of like building. You have no idea what the building is for, and you just kind of grab it. We'll just say, right? So like, hey, I found it. Perfect.
Okay.
And you put it on. But it's not really enough to cover you much, but it kind of blends in with your clothes to make it look something. Like something. Anyways, so
Maybe I don't want to copy alluring.
Do you want to go up to one of the guards then? Is that what the plan is?
Not me. I will send Cavril. I will follow behind. He will, go ahead of.
Okay. As you do this, you repeated the imagery as you're walking here. Apparently, a lot of the slaves have collars around their neck and their chains. So that does occur to you. I mean, just because it's pretty abundant here, you constantly are seeing it.
Okay. So I mean.
Do you have any chain or a collar? I don't know if I have any chain.
What? Do you have Kitty cat has asthma, so I have to give him his medicine. He's coughing.
I don't think I have any chain. If anybody does.
What happened?
No. I don't have any rope anymore either.
Okay, it happens.
I still have a rope.
So I had to tie up my sister.
Don't leave her on ground, she will burn.
You bring up the rope and you do notice that the little ends are just... No, it doesn't do that, but they are starting to kind of
singeing.
Singe after. It doesn't take too long for like a hemp. Is it hemp, right? Yeah. Most rope is...
Yeah. Alright, well we'll just do our best without it then, and I'm gonna just keep my head bowed and walking as best as I can as a servant.
I don't know what my costumes would have, so probably not something super useful. Like that. I could do a makeshift something, probably.
Okay.
I'll walk up to the guard, and I'll just, with head down, I'll look up respectfully to try and get his attention, and as soon as he acknowledges me, I'll put my head back down, and then I will say, excuse me, Leandra Highborn of Waterdeep has asked me to humbly ask you for directions to the city market. There's a particular shop that she is looking for, and has asked me to get directions from you.
This person towers a good 9 feet tall. He's red-skinned. He has 2 horns. He looks like you would assume are probably more commoners, as you see them pretty abundant. The 9-foot tall, very muscular people, and he looks at you and, to your surprise, has a female voice. And
I try to hold back.
And
this I didn't say, sir. I just
looks down at you and says, "Who? Can you roll a deception check, but you get disadvantage with it."
Oh!
Why does he get disadvantage?
It's alright, it's fine.
You rolled your deception check, but you're not doing it, so it is a...
I am assisting
I know,
because
but
I'm looking
sorry.
all...
Slaves
Oh.
don't have many words. I'm sorry.
He's not my slave, he's my servant.
Okay.
That's different.
You're
I don't
right.
come from here.
13. I will roll versus his in this case, because I might not make it. Who knows?
Good at deception.
It's a good thing you're good at it. actually. Where is my monsters? Where are they? Monsters, where are you? I don't need Virgema. I don't need the Azure. I need... There it is. Okay. Boop. You never know, they could roll low. Or not.
Oh.
He looks at you. She looks at you and scoffs. I have no time for slaves. Be gone.
Can I walk? Can I walk up
turn
behind
around.
him and assist with my
What do you want to do?
importantness?
How are you going to do that?
I will walk back, and as she is whatever supposedly giving me instruction or whatever, I'll take out the onyx that I had from before. That's the 50 gold one, and kind of nod like I'm taking instruction.
And I will
from
look
her,
all
and then
flabbergasted and hands on my hips and
walk back again.
flailing, and I will push him. I will grab him by collar and me,
All right.
and I will throw him down before her.
Okay.
Stand there.
She just kind of looks there. She has a halberd
and
with
then
a
I'll-
tip in shape of a flame.
And I'll say, I'm so sorry. It's the lady does not speak the language, which is the only reason that I am talking to you at all. I know it's not proper. She offers up this as compensation.
you can
and
roll with
recompense.
advantage now.
And I'll hold up the onyx.
She's opening.
Boosh! Come on, bitches!
Oh, I was about
That's
to
with
say
advantage.
2 and a 1, and then it switched.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
like, no.
Fine. What is it your master wants?
She's looking for a shop in the city market called Balrog's Taint.
She points in the direction. Go to the market.
She
Go to the market in the lower
loves the
level.
taint. Alright, obviously she heard that, so I'll just kind of scrape and bow my way back away as it's pointed.
I will just turn.
Okay.
Let him grovel
That way.
after me.
It's fine.
Okay. And you notice that the sun or whatever it is up there is getting a bit darker. It doesn't go down, but it's whatever the light ball up there, it just starts getting darker. And we will go to Krilla. So Krilla left off. You went into the lava. You were swimming in the lava, which you weren't affected, but all your items, including most of your magic items, burnt and disintegrated. Yeah.
Oh god, the magic items too?
Not
Oh,
in the bag of holding.
The bag of
That's-
holding, certain things don't.
oh
but,
that's some shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god. Well, at least I'm sure
Yeah,
you still
that
have the
one
baby
was-
killer
that was-
dagger, right? That one probably survived.
Yeah.
Of course.
And
Are there
the
things we're not supposed
amulet-
to know about?
Gotta have that
amulet
one.
around her is fine. And you end up going along the flows of what you assume is Imix, a piece of Imix that moves, and it creates a current, and it's taking you away, and you cannot, when you go up for air, you cannot breathe, if you remember, at all, and you are, after a while, I don't think, do you pass out? I can't remember. You make a bunch. You did not pass out. You make a bunch of saves, and you didn't pass out, and you were. How did you breathe? Oh, you put your head in the bag of holding, right? Yeah, you put your head in the bag of holding, which
Yep.
allowed you to breathe, until which you got sucked down in like a whirlpool, with only your items in your hand, everything else burnt, so you're basically naked, essentially. And you were dropped from the sky in pools of lava and rock on what looks to be some kind of junkyard of lots of rocks that are apparently assorted into different types of rock, though the pile you're on is a big mix. And there you're in a big giant arena, and that seems to have some kind of door that's made of like circular gears, I guess you could say, that are all weird, kind of weird shape. And in there you can see rummaging through, there's a giant. The giant kind of sees you, goes out, comes back in with one of the red-skinned creatures, and they don't like you, they attack you, and anyways, they hold you with magic and knock you out. And that's where we left off. All the while, yeah, all the while, it was really cool because there seems to be gem rocks everywhere. Not actual gems, the polish, but just all over the place.
You're probably dead then, Krill. This is probably happening. That's what this probably says.
And all the while, you did mention the name of the genie's true name that you knew, which you guys, the other group, did mention the genie's true name too, because you just needed to know the genie's true name to call him. But there was no response, and you wake up in a room. And you are on a bed made of metal, and there's just a rug down. That's the only softness it provides. It's a really interesting rug as it's made of silk. It has a very interesting design on it. That's the first thing you notice. Something that, judging where you were before and seeing the city, looks almost nothing like the city. It's very clean in this room. It's octagon in shape. There is a window that goes outside, and in here the air smells very clean, unlike when you were outside. And the temperature in here is a lot lower. You would almost say cold compared to the outside anyways. And the design on the rug has a city in the sky. It has spires that are nice. They're again Arabic in nature, but they have a lot of blue colors, and the cities are actually floating in clouds and blue skies. It's really elegant, very nicely done. And you notice that as you move, the carpet that you're on has little tassels on the end of it. It kind of moves by itself, kind of ripples, and then goes back down the place. It's almost like it's alive or something.
Huh.
Yeah.
It's a
And there is one door here. The design is what is I can't remember the culture design. It's Byzantine, I think, is the style of the art. It's kind of like that, a little bit of Gothic-y, but mostly Byzantine. And you're actually breathing in fresh air. You take a look out of the window. You see nice streets. You're kind of in a fairly nice area, it seems to you. Yeah.
And I have no clothes, no belongings,
You have
no
absolutely
nothing with me, huh?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Is the door locked?
What's that?
Is the door locked?
You go out and you go open the door. It has what you assume is some kind of, it's a handle, just an elegant handle. You open it, and in it, you're in a tower that is circular. Stairs, there are no stairs actually, at least you don't see any. And you can look down in the middle, and down there you see about 40 feet down, you're apparently in some kind of tower or something like that, or maybe you're underground. But actually, you're in a tower because you've seen outside. And down there, you see in the middle you see someone sitting. Actually, he's not sitting. He's floating on a desk that floats, and underneath the desk there is a carpet that's keeping the desk up, and it is your friend. I don't remember his true name. Yes.
I can find his true name.
I never wrote it down. I probably should have. Yeah.
That's why I write these things down. Edamir Sander Ahmed.
Yeah, that one. So he is sitting down there writing, and he's writing, and the door doesn't make noise, and I'm gonna guess you kind of sneak out anyways, so he doesn't notice you.
I can fly in this air?
In here, you can.
I will slowly make my way down to the carpet that he's
Okay.
on. I don't to be rude,
Okay.
and I
It looks like
trust
he's
him.
writing in some kind of. As you get closer, you notice it's not paper; it's like a sheet of metal or something, and he's like etching on it. And he kind of stops, and then as he comes down, and he kind of slowly looks up at you. And he's like, you're awake.
I am. Am I disturbing
Very
you?
little
Should I
bit.
wait? Yes.
No, I was waiting for you to be awake. You're taking some time. Do you know that you cost me 2 rugs? And
I am.
And of course, some of your items.
I'm very much in your debt. Yes. I cannot thank you enough for. You have saved my life. I don't rightly know how I ended up here. And you are the only person I know, and I thank you so much for coming to my aid.
You did.
Anything that I can do to repay you, I am
save
in your
me from
debt.
some torment on that plane of yours. But, anyways, I should tell you, I had to also trade some of your items to get you back. Yes, that
Items
fancy
can be
dagger
replaced.
of yours, and the chain around your neck. And no, sure enough, they're gone. They're not there, but
Oh,
but
the chain around my neck.
I was able to bargain
Helped
for
save
this.
my life.
And he gives you the bag of holding.
Okay. Is there?
Yeah, you go and you
stuff
play around.
in it?
There's everything in it except for obviously the dagger and the thing around your neck. So.
Okay. I would have liked to have kept the amulet, but here we are. Okay. I don't know the I don't understand here, and I don't know the
Now,
language.
anyways,
So if you could
unless you're trying to be
point
one
me in
of
the
my
direction
wives,
and tell me what
suggest you go to the market.
to say. Is it bad to be walking around
You
without
need to get your
clothes
clothes.
on?
He kind of looks at you. You don't know Ingrid? Of course not.
I
Yeah,
can.
let's see what I have here. He goes and looks through his desk, and he pulls out a paper. not paper, a piece of metal, and he says, "Can you cast spells?"
Okay.
Yeah, you can use this. And then he hands you a tablet with magic writing on it, which you assume is a scroll. The scroll of comprehend languages.
Okay.
Now, he said that most people in the market will speak common, as many people from the plains traverse here for trade. So you shouldn't have too much of a problem, but that may help.
I appreciate that. I will take you up on that offer.
It is great to see you, though. When you get
I'm very
close,
happy
come
to
back
have
here,
you
and
as
I
my
will give you a
friend.
tour.
I have not had many friends in my time, and I am glad to have you.
Thank you. Well, I am glad to have you
It
too.
would be my pleasure.
And perhaps when you come back, as long as you have the funds, you can buy a rug.
How do I get to the market?
Oh, just go down the street. You're actually in market.
Okay.
I suggest you go to the lower areas, as the Ifriti will be up in the above areas.
Then I will
Won't take too
I will
kindly to
take
you.
my leave of you and
Most of the other
return
plainly world
to
people are
your
in the
hospitality
lower
once I'm clothed and able to perhaps buy one of your rugs.
Okay.
Before I go out, I will cast disguise
So, anyways,
self
you go out.
so that I am
you
wearing
find your way
clothes.
to lower market, and you're definitely in the what's that? Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they're the clothes I know.
As you, what are you gonna wear your original clothes? Is that what you just? Okay, okay. You go out and you head to the lower markets, and as you walk, it only takes about 2 blocks, and you become extremely aware that people are looking at you and pointing at you.
I'm pretty used to that, though.
And then some people kind of walk away from you. So.
Okay.
And you definitely hear whispers as you walk by. So.
Then perhaps when I find a shop, I might alter my appearance. But when I actually find a shop, I may alter my appearance so that I don't get kicked out.
Okay. So you go down to the shop area. We'll go to the other group. And I mean, we could just say you guys. Are you trying to message, right, Virginia?
Yeah, I'll be doing it.
Okay.
Like every few minutes or so. The closer we get, every 120 feet.
Exactly. Wait. Gotta
Every
stop here.
30 paces. I don't know. Every few minutes I'll be like, Criella?
Okay. As you do that, we'll just say you get in contact with her eventually, because you guys are wandering down at the market, looking for where you need to go, and we'll just say you guys, you hear her voice, just for ease.
You guys, I hear her. She's around here. Criella, where are you? Tell me things around you. What do you see? Shut up! I'm talking to her. And you're on mute anyway.
This was even better. It was like he was trailing behind us, and like all you hear is Pajama's side of it. Shut up!
I mean, that's kind of what's happening.
I know it.
Lugging
I know
my
he said
Exactly.
conscious sister around, and I'm exhausted.
Right. So, Cruella, can you describe your surroundings for us? Tell me where you are. What do you see?
I seem to be on the plane of fire.
Yeah, so are we, obviously. So,
What are the chances?
but
Why
like
are you
this
here?
girl, don't think we would just leave your ass in the fire. So come on now, tell me what it looks like around you. Tell me building.
Okay, I will describe the buildings around.
I spy with my little eye.
Something red
Fish,
and
please, just tell me where you
Something burning, burning
are. Coming
and
to
hot.
this whole ass hell here to come get you. You can tell me where you
Wait a
are.
minute. Okay, so you guys figure out, narrow in where you are, and there we go. And you guys see each other from across the way. So you walk up. Cruella's wearing the same clothes that she normally wears.
I'm going to go and hug her, but then I realize her clothes feel different.
Do you have the amulet on you in your illusion, or not?
I probably do, because I wouldn't even think about it. I would just have the mental image of what I had on.
You
me.
have it on, so.
We'll come and hug her, and I would like, your clothes feel a little softer than usual. Rubbing her
yeah.
back. Oh, your clothes feel nice.
Yeah, tis but an illusion. I lost those in the fire.
Oh.
So,
Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm just fondling you. I apologize.
I mean, it's nice. It's nice. Don't get me wrong. But
I feel like I
Cavro,
should have hurt my gaze, even though it's
you notice-
strange.
yeah.
I don't know.
You notice on a corner of your eye, there's a group of we'll just call them Ifriti. That's the red-skinned people there that are pointing in your direction, and they seem to be talking about you guys.
Are they close enough I can overhear, or I can just kind of make out the fact that they're... Can I strain my senses and see if I can pick it up? Is that
That is
perception then, or?
Right? Yeah. No, you don't have
I'll
to.
put the tower on me.
Okay,
I did it anyways.
you got a 24. I mean, you're fucking good at this. So, since you actually can understand the language, that's why you're able to. That's why for you it's like you notice a little bit more. But you hear words of talking of it's talking about they're talking about mimics or something like that, and something about the defilers of Imix.
Good. Alright. I will kind of acting as if I'm looking around and trying to get my bearings when I make it so that my back is to them so that there's no chance that they can read my lips or the rest and face the group. I'm going to say the group directly behind me has spotted us and they've identified us as causing trouble for Imix. So I think we need to get out of here.
Let's find that shop and get some clothes right quick.
that would be great.
And then, Cruella, how? I won't distract us. We can talk as we go, but let's find that shop. And it's Balrog's taint. So look for that, Cruella.
I'm sorry, what?
Look for the taint,
for the taint.
Cruella. Look for the taint.
That's the shop
That
we're
was
looking
my
for.
thought
Okay.
too. So
Okay.
Arma's been excited about the tank since we heard about it. So
You guys ask around for the shop called the Taint, and
Gabriel is
Um,
funny.
let's roll
It's the heat,
investigation
it's getting
check
to
just
me.
to figure out how long that takes.
Okay.
What?
me.
Investigation?
I will assist
It
someone
kind of
since
has
I
to be you because you're
Investigation.
the only one that talks. Yeah.
Oh,
But
Oh shit!
I-
you can
Can I
get
get help
I'm
from
assistance
probably
somebody or
not
no?
the best
language.
at it. Who?
Krella can help you.
Krella can't speak it.
Yeah, my investigation's
That's
plus
what mine
2.
is.
Krella can't speak it though. But the only one that can is
Well,
Virginia.
Oh,
Nobody
well,
can
I
mine's
mean,
it.
plus
she
Yeah,
two,
can't
but
so
speak
yeah.
it. She
Alright,
can
Virginia.
understand it.
Yeah.
So
I can understand it. All right, yeah, I do it. Investigate. I'll be looking for words.
All right, here it goes.
Advantage. What the hell?
double
nice. Shit. Well, yeah.
It's gonna take a bit. You know what? I'm feeling a bit lucky. I'm feeling a bit lucky because last time,
It-
we had
It
to
takes some time.
play around a bit to be able to
it
get our
takes you a
information.
good 3 or 4 hours of
I
walking
mean-
around to find this place.
Yeah.
Most people don't want to help you. Eventually, you find what is the lower markets. Someone is able to help you that is outworldly. It looks like some kind of traveler, and you find out he is not of this plane, but he comes here and trades often, basically. But he leads you in the right direction where you need to go, and then therefore it's easy to find it. But this is after a good 4 hours, upon which you notice that the light in here change. So the light is like a very white kind of light, but now it's starting to dim, and as it dims, it gets a little bit more red. There's still a lot of light from glow, but you can kind of see that the sun or moon or whatever it is kind of changes in shade to like a red, but it's more looks like there's more smoke in the way, and that's why.
Interesting.
Getting a little creepy out here.
Yes. But it's still like a combination of like this blue and red light still coming in. So, and you find the shop. You walk in it. It's the architecture is extraordinary. It's just open, and in the middle there is a sign that says "Ask for." What was his name? Don? Or I don't remember his name. Balrog. It says, ask for Balrog. Yeah, Don.
Don.
Yeah.
Don's taint is much better than
Don.
Balrog.
It's actually, so the conversion to common would be Don. Right, it's such a common
It's in
finger
common,
name.
it's Don.
Balrog is like
That's
Texas
awesome.
name, Balrog here.
Everybody liked
Yeah.
that book so much. That's
Yeah.
some bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like John.
A point where you guys are at, so you guys are on there.
Before we go in, I'm going to recast my spell so that I don't have horns or a tail or red skin, but I will keep my wings as that may be necessary for getting correct fitting
Yeah.
clothing.
You feel when you go outside, you do notice a big
might
difference
be
in the
too.
air. So it's just you don't think you'll be able to fly here like before. So
Oh,
Sure, but I
shit.
don't want them crammed in under my clothing because they're pretty big.
But Berjarma is floating in the air.
I'm floating. My boots are immune.
Okay.
That's nice.
So I assume you guys asked for Balrog,
Yes.
aka Don.
Balrog.
Don. All right. So how do you guys do it?
Well, is there a counter? Is there somebody that's attending the shop, or is it just a wide open stuff everywhere?
Wide open spaces.
It's empty, completely empty, and there are no steps or stairs. The room is like full of like domes, and there's entranceways. It's like a round kind of circular. There's open entranceways, so it doesn't look like there's any way up either.
Interesting. Is there product
Nope.
sitting out or things to be purchased that are clearly for display? Nothing. Then I'll call out. I'll just say, Balrog, we're here to purchase your wares.
You called out, and within about 10 seconds, there's a fire, and then it dissipates, and you see the man you talked to before stand there, and he looks at you. I thought you would never come. And then he goes and looks, and he spots Crayola, and he stares at Crayola. Is this who that you were looking for?
Why?
Indeed. I said we were looking for a bounty. Did I or did I not?
He came 3 weeks ago.
Who did this girl here?
Yes.
3 weeks?
She came to your shop. Oh.
And she looks.
I don't know
Nice.
how.
This time.
That item. That. Let me see. I gotta actually read these guys.
Does time work different here?
Oh my God! Don't
paraphrasing.
give us
I'll be.
Melkor. That doesn't matter.
He kind of looks at you.
Oh, actually, you guys can all
He
understand
looks at
except
you,
for Malcolm, right? He's the only one
He
that
looks
can.
at you
minute.
weird.
We're not who we say we are.
Anyways, that trinket around your neck. I heard the Sultan got a hold of it. You must have done some good bargaining to get it back. Is it not?
Just, I'll look at Corellis as I know she can understand, but can't say anything. I'll tell Balrog, I'll say, most of them can understand you, but they can't speak the language. I'll translate.
I will pass my hand through the amulet and simply say, I don't have it, but I missed its presence.
All right, you translate. And he says, disguise. Anyways, you come for something. What is it you want? I have many things here.
Clothing, please.
We
As
definitely
you pointed
have
out, we're not exactly prepared for a excursion here.
As he looks you over and you kind of look down at yourselves, you notice there are in your clothing there are definitely burn marks on it. Your clothing is dry and stiff to the touch, so it probably won't
Mine's
last too
one-
long. Yeah, yours is perfect, but all your guys have bad clothing. He says, yes, indeed. So here, on the plane of fire, you see, regular cloth does not last long. But because you're in the city, you still have it for some time. Go outside of this island, past the city in the lava, or anywhere else, it will surely burn up in less than a second. But you will need clothing that is fitting for here, stuff that's resistant to the heat.
Do you sell armor?
We sell all different types of wares that you would say comparable to what you're wearing, but of course it's in the style of the City of the Brass or Plane of Fire. Though for a nominal fee, you can spend more to get it to your liking, but that will take a little bit of time.
I would like to get myself some studded leather armor for that will fit given the fact that I have wings.
For Outlanders, we do have a overall price for what it is you want. It will cost you 1,000 gold. But this is not regular material, and is resistant to the heat out here. If you go back to your land, it will give you even more resistance to the fire.
Give me one moment. I have to see what kind of money I have.
Let me check my skin pockets here. Since I
She's
have
got
no
her bag of holding,
other
right?
Oh,
And
that's
it
right.
has everything in it except for the dagger. I will let. I have money too. I will.
It doesn't have everything. There were things I was carrying not in the bag that I no longer have.
Oh.
But money I do have. I will take some armor and some clothing and some boots, if you would.
Okay. So the cost is 1,000 plus the whatever the armor you had cost in the player's handbook. You can just look up the basic armor. You don't have to calculate every single thing.
Okay.
It's $1,000. It's 1,000 gold on top of that, and he tells you to change it to your liking. It's another 500. So gold.
You mean design wise or to accommodate my plans?
Basically, it'll be whatever design you wish. It will.
I am happy with your
be-
history, and I don't.
It will have to be fabricated. Now, remember, this
Not sure
is a
that,
prime discount because of the company that you hold. And he looks at you, Carla.
Oh.
Ah,
Okay.
understood. As I said, I appreciate your artistry, and I need no changes to your regular artistry.
Company.
Does the armor look like especially demonic and like really, really evil?
Yeah. It's a combination. It's a
Awesome.
combination of like goth, like Gothic, has Gothic design in Arabic. It's sort of like this combo design, kind of like the city background, like this kind of stuff there.
Yeah.
So, and in the higher areas, this is like some of the other parts of the city as you're walking around. Those are like the rivers of lava. And
Kevril, can you just get me some traveling clothes and a nice cape?
so
Some
for each
flames on
person,
that.
it's 1,000. It's 1,000 gold, plus the cost of the clothing, the base clothes, whatever you're wearing.
It's like 5
But
gold for
remember, that
traveling
does
clothes.
not.
I was gonna say, for me, it's like.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just that like if you have like
Silver.
plate mail, you should not be paying only less than plate mail. So.
Right.
Yeah, two gold pieces for traveling clothes.
And you need special metal for out here too, and all that stuff.
Can I ask a stupid question of the guy?
As he's
at the
taking
shop?
your orders, sure. I mean, you can ask whatever you want.
I would like to ask him if anyone comes in asking for anything, like, I will draw my symbol and ask him if anyone asks ever for that to be put on their garments.
He goes and he looks at your symbol, and
Rings the alarm.
I
He
just
takes-
want to know if he ever
he
sees
takes
it.
a deep breath, and let me roll.
Oh god.
But I just want to know shit. I'm allowed to ask questions. I mean, the worst case scenario, I'm the person he's been searching for all his life.
Okay.
I'm
That's-
just curious.
He says no.
No?
Why do you
Okay.
banish such a symbol?
I don't know. I just saw it
It's-
somewhere once, and I just curious. I don't know what it
It
is
is
for.
considered rude and disrespectful to Enix itself, actually.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I did not realize. Forgive my ignorance. I am foreign.
He just shakes his head.
Would-
Anyway, so he takes in your orders. I don't know if you guys all want clothing or what.
I mean, I guess, right? It's going to burn off. I would like.
I need clothes.
Okay.
I would like, you know, like a cloak to match my cloak with like pockets in it, so that I can.
So it's
put
50.
my-
It's 1,500 for if you want it to match your style, and it'll basically look pretty much the way you want it to. You can just describe it.
I mean, I don't mind if it looks a little demonic. That's kind of fun.
You guys can do that. You guys can just pay the 1,000.
Don't
to
care.
do that.
I mean, everyone thinks I'm
It
evil
does look
anyway, so why not
really,
just
really
go with
different,
it?
and you guys would say almost costume-like.
I like
yeah.
costumes.
Back at home.
I think it will
So
be
anyways,
fun. We will get
if you guys want to
uniforms
spend
now.
1,000 each and trade up your clothes, you can do that.
I will do it. I've got a bunch of platinum, so I'm
Okay.
paying him in platinum.
How much
Rolling.
is platinum worth?
Worth 10 gold apiece.
I think you guys as a group, you guys have a lot of money,
Yeah,
we have a lot of money as a
as
group.
so it shouldn't be that bad.
We've got 1,000 platinum as a group.
All right. He goes and he clicks his finger, and then appears in flames. Two people with collars on, and they're connected by a chain, and they come out with like measuring tape, which is like on a metal roll. Actually, they come out and they start taking all your guys' measurements and everything. And there are two genasi. They are one is a fire genasi and one is an air genasi. And they argue and bicker, and clearly from their arguing and bicker, they're in some kind of relationship. They are both male, and they're bickering what's going to look good and what doesn't. That's what you translate in Ingrid.
I'll just, if I hear them if they're measuring me, if I can hear them bickering like that, I'm just gonna. You saw what I'm wearing now. Just don't make it too flashy, all right?
I'll be like, ladies, please.
Did you?
They're dudes.
I know.
I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name right now.
Balrog.
No, it's not. No.
No.
Don.
I'm just gonna give you guys a random name, but did you hear that, Imran? I told you that he wouldn't like something flashy. And they just start bickering back and forth.
Girl, you can give me the flashy.
Yeah, there you go. That's. They're like, mm-mm.
I don't say it to them in their language, but I can understand
Yeah,
it.
it's fine. And as you say it in your own language, he looks up at you like, and says it in common. That was rude. He goes down.
What?
Just make sure you don't give me any sleeves.
Okay. Anyways,
I don't need
they make the.
Okay, bro.
They take the measurements.
It's gun show.
And,
It's gun show.
And they go back and talk to Ingrid, to Don, and Balrog, and and basically, they say it's gonna take him a good 2 more hours to make it to your measurements and get everything, put everything together for you. So.
In the meantime, can he point us to a place that sells fine weaponry?
Yeah, and maybe an inn or something.
He's like, oh,
don't worry about it, I got a place.
perfect. You've come.
You have a place
You've
here?
come to the right place. I also sell weaponry.
You have a place.
Well,
Oh, nice.
And he smiles.
I need a rapier and some daggers. And a crossbow might be nice.
He says, most metal will last in the city that you might have on you, as he looks you up and down, but anything wood won't last forever. I would give it the weak tops.
And let's just go with the rapier and daggers then.
The metal is a special kind of metal only found in this plane.
This is where my glaive's from, right?
What's that?
I think my glaive's from the fire plane.
It is?
Yeah. From the background story we have, I think it's from this plane.
Oh, okay. There you go. Your glaive. So your glaive is just fine here. You know, I have to go to the bathroom, but we're gonna just. If you want basic items that aren't magical, he tells you he has a plethora of magic items available too, quite a bit. But they're once they get into magic out here, and their type of metal, they're pretty. Actually, magic just is no. Actually, it's not. So. With their type of metal and magic out here, it's worth a lot. So he tells you some of the prices. I don't know if you guys even have enough for some of that. Let's see what the total is this. I won't say what the total you guys have on you, but
yeah, we'll probably have to.
For those that have secret, what's that?
I'm just saying we'll probably have to put some of our basic stuff in the bag of holdings just to carry them around.
Yes, yeah, that is a good idea.
Can we buy a bag of holding?
Oh yeah, they got bag of holding.
Yeah, we have like 2 or 3 of them.
Or do we all have? We all have them still,
those are
right?
common. So you're basically, he explains to you, your basic magic items are fine in the city. Outside in lava, they will disintegrate, and outside they won't last that long either. But in any of the lava here, it's hotter than your world lava, much hotter. So nothing will actually last.
Can't believe this city is so
there.
huge because it seems really unpleasant to live here. Like this whole entire.
Why do you live
Why?
here?
You can
and
live
you
other
guys,
places.
And you guys are
You
being
can
like
live anywhere you want.
And he tells you too, if you're going outside of this island, you will need ways to breathe too. And he offers you things for that, like magic items for that, since you asked for magic items. And you guys basically ask him why is that, and why can you breathe here? And he says because the Sultan wills it. Basically, he tells you.
Okay,
So figure out what you guys want, and
Probably
then
friends
I'm gonna
with
go
the
pee and I'll be right
Sultan.
back.
Okay.
I got to go pee.
I don't know what I would want.
Now, I would love to have some more magic items, because who wouldn't? But I'm already going to be maxed as far as what I can attune to anyways, unless it happens to be something that's not attunable.
I conveniently lost something I was most of what I was attuned to, so.
Yeah,
If you
that's
need
a
to give any,
bummer.
just let me know.
So, like, here's a question: do we need to try to get the amulet back? Like, do we need it?
That's a good question.
Where did it go?
Like, the guy had
We'll
to
have to
barter
ask.
with it.
Yeah, it was part of the price of my food.
So we might have. I'll bet the Sultan has it.
I don't think we can take out the Sultan.
No,
Pretty sure.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't need to disrupt the entire fire plane like that. I'm not after that. Where's my...
Well, I'm going to give Peveril my backpack full of my regular stuff. You know, just to put in his bag of holding, and I'll just have my clothes and my...
Why don't we just buy you a bag of holding and then you have your own? That way you can get to it if you need to. I hate to have you all your stuff and then all of a sudden you need it and have to try and find me. Because those aren't. You don't need to attune to those.
To the maximum number of things I can be attuned to.
Oh, Rock, how much would a bag of holding be for you?
Oh, the bags of holding are just they're regular price. They're pretty common. They're regular price, so 500 gold.
500. All right, I'll buy one.
Yeah, he's
Should have
actually. Oh yeah, I guess everyone would probably know that. Anyways, it doesn't matter. So.
Are there potions, things we can buy?
Yeah, he has potions available. Yeah.
I might like to buy some of those things.
There
Does he have
are
any
no-
potions of
There
fire
are no-
resistance?
Yes, he's got lots of those.
I would assume.
Yeah, that's
Because
pretty
probably-
common.
Has any magical daggers? I'm interested.
Yeah, so basically, he has everything that's common to uncommon. You guys can
Preferably any that have
You guys can
slain
figure out
babies.
what you want. You don't have to figure out now. You guys can look up items and figure out what you want, and if you have enough money to buy it, we can just take care of it later if you want. Unless you know offhand.
I know I would like it, like perhaps 2 potions of fire resistance, depending on what they cost. I'd like to have maybe 2 hanging out. Are there? I have to look up some other things.
Yeah, you guys might want to look it up. So he just goes through like a list of stuff, and it's quite a bit. So basically,
If he has a
common and uncommon items.
if he has a
are pretty
plus
set.
one dagger, I'd love to price out a plus one
I think
dagger.
that could be in the rear. So.
It is.
+1. Come on, go for the
That's
moon.
uncommon.
Look at a
I don't
vorpal
have a
dagger.
ton of money.
That we'll have to roll to see if he has
Vorpal
anything
dag.
like that, but he could.
Okay.
But it'll probably cost more than what you guys have. A lot more.
Yeah.
You never know unless you ask.
I mean, you guys got quite a bit, but yeah, more than what you guys have. You're talking like 100,000 gold plus. So that goes.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah. So you notice
For what?
most things are very expensive here. You know, it's definitely more than maybe what you would.
Maybe
play,
we'll
but
do our shopping on the water plane.
Maybe.
Shoot.
But there are certain things that are common that are on the same price, which you're assuming by their the economy. It's like going to a place where things are very expensive. Like you guys coming out to California will find everything expensive, but there are certain things that are super common here that are the same price. If that makes sense. So like potions of fire resistance are the same, so 500 gold a piece, and bags of holding, those are very common.
So this armor that we're buying from them is that basically what it
Yeah,
has?
it just
fire
has
resistance on it,
fire
or is
resistance,
it?
yeah.
So does it give us like partial resistance
Okay.
if we're wearing it?
And you guys are actually getting discount too.
Yeah.
Why was that again?
You don't know how. You guys have no idea how it's gonna work in your world, but he just tells you that it does.
In the group.
Also, dagger +1 is uncommon, so that's pretty abundant. I think, probably. What other weapons you guys want?
If the metal here is something unique that I can't find anywhere else, I'm just gonna buy one dirk from him just because it's something different.
Okay.
From here,
That'll
that's
cost
all.
you 1,000 gold. Well, wait, I'm sorry. Regular dirk. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That'll be 100. We're just gonna round it off.
Okay.
And basically it functions as a dagger that has fire resistance, but does not give you fire resistance. It's just a dagger is. Yeah.
The dagger itself does. So as far as if it was dropped in the fire, it's not gonna burn.
Yeah,
kind
and
of
it probably
thing.
won't
Yeah,
burn
I gotcha.
in lava. It won't melt in lava back in your world. But this lava is more hot.
Okay.
I can't find bags holding.
So how much is a dagger with that special metal? The same?
That dagger will be 1,000 gold.
Oh boy. Guess I'm just getting a regular dagger then.
He doesn't sell.
That will
He
burn.
doesn't sell regular daggers here.
Ah,
no use for it.
yeah,
It's pointless.
Well, that's you mean the 1,000 is for the plus
yeah.
one,
Oh, regular daggers are 100.
Yeah, not the.
With their
Okay.
metal.
Okay. What about
But
a
he
ring
said
ticket?
that won't last in the lava here. You have to have a magic with their metal to last in the lava here.
Well, I'm hopefully not going to put it in
Yeah.
lava.
Well, I don't know. He doesn't know. Some people go lava surfing.
Nah.
Lava surfing. No, thank you.
Yeah, so if you want anything
gonna-
plus one, it's definitely expensive, but you can get it if you want it.
Nah, I'm just gonna go with the dagger and live that way.
Okay. Oh, by the way, your arrow tips, not the tips, but the feather parts, they're just burnt up. They're gone. So
Do they have special
they
bolts
do.
you can buy?
They do.
Or bow
Yeah,
or
and
arrows?
it has a special thin metal for the ends and not like a feather. So
I probably need to buy a bow then too, because
your
my
bowstring is
bow
gone.
was
No,
wood.
the
I'm sure
bow
that's
isn't.
shot.
It's burnt. It doesn't work as well. Basically, you have disadvantage, but you do need new string for it. But we'll just say the string will come with your basic clothing. But the arrows, you would have to
Okay.
buy arrows. Let me see how much those are.
I actually need arrows anyways because I dropped them in the fountain.
We had
two guys who
We
scammed
had
us,
like
so those are
200
gone.
arrows in a bag of holding.
If you take an action to take them out and use them, then you can fire them without disadvantage. But
Yeah, I mean buying them here.
yeah,
is
but it
smart
takes
too.
you an action,
How do-
so you probably want to buy them.
How do I drag a bag of holding onto my sheet? 'Cause I can't find it in the items.
I couldn't find mine
It's under-
either, so I think Sean probably has to have it pop up and then.
You can just write bag of holding, but it doesn't matter. We all know what
That's
it
what I did,
is.
Okay.
It's probably going to come up as unidentified bag or something. Do you all, who else
Oh,
needs
I
it?
got it.
Yeah, I just put it on
I
there.
got it.
Who else needs it? Anybody?
No.
No, I don't need
I've
a bag
got
of
one.
holding. I need.
Never mind.
I've got one.
Inventory, let me see. I had to make it so unidentified item. Is that it? Nope, that is something else you have. A potion you have that's unidentified. Oh, it just says bag of holding. Huh, funny. Oh no, you wrote, yeah. Oh, this shield is made of wood or metal? What? That's weird. Whatever. We can just look it up. I mean, we all know how it works anyways, so.
Yup, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, so I want. How much does he charge for the arrows? Because I'll want to buy some.
Yeah, I was looking up arrows for a minute. I had to look at regular items for that. Items, selling magic items, no. Magic items table, treasure tables, equipment, weapons. I didn't even think about like none of this would work here until we started playing. I'm like, oh yeah, shit wouldn't work. Right? If the other shit burns up, so would this.
Yeah.
Arrows are 5, so we'll say it's 10 gold for 20 arrows.
Okay.
And that's what I will buy. 20 arrows.
Bolts are the same price.
You said 10 gold for 20.
Yep.
Well, basically 10 times the price back at home. He does not sell those for a discount.
I'm gonna.
All right. They tell you from everything you ordered, it's gonna take you guys. It take like a good 2.5 hours. So you guys can walk around and do whatever you want during that time.
I'm a bit concerned about us wandering as much as I am as curious as anyone with the tale that we had, unless we think we've lost them, of course.
Does he have a waiting room?
He looks at you and smiles. This is your waiting room.
Fair.
If you purchased everything, what's that?
Is it? No. Go
If you
ahead.
purchased everything you need, then
I'm gonna get something else. I
Come
have to
back.
find it though. You said 10 times the cost.
the arrows are. Not everything is.
Do any of my companions have a cloak that they wouldn't mind me borrowing for, say 2 hours?
Like a cloak that'll burn up?
Sure.
A cloak we don't care about that will just burn?
I'll give him the one I was wearing then. That's fine.
There is a couple of surprising things. There are people walking around naked here. It is actually pretty common. Yeah, but they usually have a collar on, the ones that you see. So
I cannot walk around naked. It will be
How much?
Distracting.
trouble.
How much would a greatsword cost? Bullrog.
just a regular greatsword.
Yeah.
Not a great club, a great sword.
Or,
It's a fine
or a
sword.
great axe.
What about a mediocre sword?
Shit sword.
Below
Or
average.
a just okay sword.
The weight
Or like
the
a
weight of
good
these
enough
items
sword.
are 3 times as much. So. Yeah.
Oh, 3 times?
Yeah.
Right.
It's gonna be like an.
So you'll have to get a
It's gonna be like
not-so-great
anime.
sword.
We're all gonna be like.
I forgot this. Yeah, basically, yeah.
I'll just order a regular fire-resistant great axe too.
You need to order the sword that Cloud carries around in
See,
Final
the
Fantasy.
daggers are 100, so that's.
A dagger made out of their metal is 100.
Well, yeah.
I might like one of those as well. I feel as
It's-
though it will come
just
in
wanna
handy
Great
like-
sword.
later.
I just want to use it for party tricks and things. That's why I got one.
I feel like it will come in handy in special metal. Somebody's going to be allergic.
A great sword is going to cost you around. I mean, a great axe will cost you around maybe. It'll give you a discount. We'll say 1,000. Normally 1,500.
Oh, I'm not gonna. I thought you said 3 times. I'm not gonna spend that much money on an axe. Then.
No, it's 10 times for the arrows, but not the weapons are considerably more than metal. So.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get that. Then that's no. I don't have that much money.
Yeah, they get those weapons. They get expensive. So, anyways, what do you guys want to do for 2.5 hours?
Well, I would like to heal. Because we haven't had a long rest yet.
You guys are gonna rest in here?
Well, we could do that, or Karela, where have you been staying for 3 weeks?
I'm unaware of this 3 weeks time period,
How's it been 3 weeks?
but I do have an invitation from our friend, the genie, who saved me from servitude.
Ironic, isn't it?
Once we are, it's karma, isn't it?
So when Criella is no longer wearing her clothing, then she's not got amulet anymore, right?
Yeah.
Changed.
It's gone. You guys definitely noticed that.
Do
Yeah.
Criella, darling, What happened to your amulet, my
I
friend?
mean, are we just gonna stay here then and then go back to the genies?
I asked
Yeah,
a
the
question first.
The genie invited us back once invited me back once I'm clothed and,
Oh.
in proper form.
Genie feels uncomfortable around beauty.
Okay.
Maybe.
In about an hour of waiting here, all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but coming into the room, you see your friend the genie. He just kind of floats. Actually, he's sitting on his carpet. He just kind of comes in and he looks at you all. He says, I see you're all here. And he looks over, and one of you has called my name. Perhaps.
Oh, I didn't say his actual name.
He says, well, I know one of you has called his name. Actually.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Do you guys?
One of us
Do you guys
did?
remember rolling last session to see if you remembered?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Cavrel rolled, and he actually remembered. You look at a 20 on that or something. I don't know. It was really
You're
really
muted,
high.
Mark. You're
Well
muted.
done, me. Oh,
Yeah.
that was Jack.
It was Eridan that remembered.
Oh, was it?
Oh, Eridan, yeah, that's right.
Makes more
Someone
sense.
rolled like super high. He's super smart. That's right, it was Eridan. I know it was one of the sneaky types.
Right. So the amulet again, Creola. I would
We
like.
came
to-
looking
I'm
for
curious.
Creola.
Funny to find. He's like, it's funny to find you here.
Fucking what?
What is it that you're all doing?
That it
here?
is.
All right. We
Perhaps
came
we
looking
should
for
discuss that
Elsewhere.
over dinner later when we are in private.
Very well. But I have much business to attend to. It's good to see you all. You need to come by and meet the wives.
The wives.
How do we get
We
to
will
your
be honest.
place?
What's that?
I will bring my friends by once we have received our wares and can show up in finer form.
Good. And he says, I must get back to what you need to attend to. Goodbye.
It's good to see you.
He turns around and he just leaves. That is what you guys called him. He does take some time to come to you.
Cool.
Mostly because it's on this plane, he has to actually physically get there. He can't
yeah, right.
air travel to you.
Can't
here.
pop in.
Yes.
Right.
What is it? How many people
Still up.
know his name that are calling him all over the frickin' city? It's rush hour. Give me a chance.
You don't know. He's got many wives, so
Good
who
grief.
knows? Anyways, he leaves. About 2 hours in, the light definitely gets dimmer, but there is some light in the shadows. It definitely has like this red purple shade. It definitely has a red glow about, but it is continuously getting a bit more red and dim. But everything is still, lit enough to see. And as you guys are standing there in that central area, you see a couple people. When you're waiting there, do you guys make a tiny hut or something?
I can make a tiny hut if we're going to stay somewhere for a
Well,
period
he's
of
okay
time.
with us camping out in his middle of his shop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we would do that here.
Nothing really
I
happened.
feel like we will do it at Jeannie's house.
Are we not supposed to go to the genie's house until we're ready, though? We don't have any clothing yet.
Yeah.
I thought we just bought some. Did
Yeah,
we have to
2
make
hours.
it?
Yeah, we have to wait
Yeah.
2.5 hours.
Oh, I thought that's what we were
They kind of
doing.
have to get it sized to you guys and that kind of stuff.
Like, do we need to hut it for 2.5 hours?
Yeah, if you guys want. Up to you guys. I don't know. I'm just
Is that
wondering what you guys are doing.
Is that a ritual or no?
Are we in danger?
Well, we definitely are. I mean, we know we got that tail for people who know what we did to, you know.
I mean, you're not in danger per se, but. Well, I'm asking you guys what you want to do.
I want to just camp out.
I think it's good.
I don't think we need to wander around anywhere.
I think we should just do a short rest.
All right, fine. I'll do the hut.
Okay.
It's a ritual.
Good.
When you go cast a spell, it seems to work different.
Makes me warm.
Yeah, you can only warm it up inside. You notice you can't cool it down.
Interesting.
Yeah. And,
oh wow.
And when you're like, oh, that's interesting. So you start playing with it because you can control the light in there. And when it gets dark, it actually gets like a glowing red kind of color, like a light red color, or not light, like a dark.
Yeah, I'm
red,
still gonna make it opaque for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll find a corner out of the way so the shopkeeper doesn't get annoyed.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have a feeling it might be better just to do it in the side out of the shop, right? So that people can walk in there or whatever it is. And do you guys take a nap or anything, or do you guys just rest?
I'll take a nap. I'll sleep.
I
can't sleep because I'm holding
I
it.
think you can.
You can. Yeah,
can I?
You just have to be inside it.
Then I'll do that. I mean,
it's not concentration.
did
It's
my
just a spell
hit.
requires you to be inside it.
Oh, okay. I'm inside.
So, all right, you guys take a rest. You can do a short rest if you want.
Good
need
idea.
it.
That's
I did. I
good.
took some.
Yeah, and
hit
you get a
dice
spell back
already.
too, equal to half your level in wizard. What's your wizard level?
Oh.
It's rounded
2.
up too. Your wizard level is 2? Oh, just one first level spell.
I think so.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm only wizard level 2.
Okay,
It's
and
fine.
then
I haven't used any first level spells.
after an hour of rest, you wake up and there is a figure in front of you that is hunched down he's like crouching down on the floor. He is his garb is very like gothic kind of in nature, with the weird kind of shapes, but he doesn't have any red in his clothing, which most of the people here do, and it's definitely far from Arabic, but it has this like I don't know how to explain it, like lots of pointy tips on him. His collar goes to points, and he's rather old, bald, very skinny, and he has a monocle, but it is long in shape. Okay, and he just kind of stares. He's kind of hunched down,
like somebody who's got like a jewelry.
Yeah, he stares at you, and his other eye is completely black.
So he's a gemologist with a monocle eye.
And he's just hunched over, just staring. Like you wake up, it's like creepy. He's just right there.
Well, our thing is opaque though, so he can't see in it.
He's looking straight at you.
Oh well, motherfucker. That's what that monocle gemologist eyeball thing is doing.
You don't know.
I think I do know.
So you wake up, and you see him there, and you guys move, or what do you do?
Yeah.
What? I'm just like, what?
I mean,
He just a slow smile comes upon his glaze as he kind of looks over, and he looks. Do you lighten it?
Apparently, I don't have to.
Okay.
how can we see him if
Oh yeah.
We
See out?
can see
He
out.
says
Yes, it's
he
the
says
hut.
in Ingrid, "I'm looking for the one named Crayola."
Why? Who's that?
I'll,
What's that?
since she can't speak the language, she can only understand it. I will interpret a little more.
She didn't cast a spell, so she can't understand it.
Oh, right.
She'd have to cast a ritual.
That's true. I'll just say.
I assume
How
I
long does
recognize
that
my
last
name.
for? Yeah.
An hour.
I'd have to redo.
No, this is Ingren. It just none of the names even sound close, really.
Oh, they're translating my name. That's
Yeah,
okay.
it doesn't really sound.
Cruella has a translation.
Ingren is like it's just a totally different sort of language. But.
Crazy.
I'll just say.
All right. I would still probably just say what.
On whose behalf do you ask, sir?
Oh, good one.
On behalf of Semin Mul, son of Imix.
Damn it.
Okay. Okay, that's
I'm gonna
kinda
try
what
not
you
to throw up
do.
in my own mouth.
He wishes to have a meeting.
I feel like that would be my exact response. I wouldn't know what to do.
And where is this meeting to take place?
Deep below the Octagon.
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow morning, first lights.
I mean, we're already in hell. How much deeper does it
What?
go?
What's happening?
Just hold up my finger like. This is it.
What?
And what is the nature of this meeting?
It's about the
What
resistance.
is your name? What is your quest?
The resistance.
What is your fifth?
And are we allowed to accompany this Cruella?
You and anyone she trusts.
I'll make sure she gets the message then.
Tell her if she doesn't wish to go, tell her we have information on her father. And then he just kind of smiles and adjusts his monocle and looks over as he hears a call. He hears like a shout, from the street that in Ingren says over there, and he gets up and he just kind of runs off.
Oh shit.
We're not gonna move. We're gonna stay right here in this in this dome.
Okay. Over in the area comes what looks to be guards, and they come over and they look around and they kind of look at you, and they just look around and then they go off. They're Ifriti in bronze and black armor, like plate mail. It's awesome looking.
I'm glad I left it opaque.
They were looking for him, not for us.
Yeah.
I will translate that back.
Okay.
Well,
And anyways, 2.5 hours goes by. You guys go get your clothes.
oh good. Then we are not naked
All
anymore.
right. So you guys get all your stuff. If you want magic items, just let me know. If you guys come up with something later that you want, just let me know. But you can't use it until you figure out what you got.
Super Goth Shadow Company.
I'm curious if he has any magic items that would allow me to speak the language, speak and comprehend the language.
I have no idea.
Roll it.
But
roll it.
we're gonna say probably, because that would be a thing here. It's probably just an amulet or something. But I'll try to find one. I'll figure out what that is. It just
Okay.
gives you comprehend languages, and the one that has tongues, that's a lot. But the one that has comprehend languages is probably like 2,000, I imagine, gold or something like that. Well, I guess it would be 1,000.
You want to be able to speak it though, too, right?
No, you can only understand it. Tongues, the thing that gives you tongues, that's like a 3rd level spell. That's worth a lot more. And that actually uses charges.
Alright. Well, in the meantime, I
would
say
say.
let us return to our friend the genie's abode, where we can speak with some privacy.
Yeah.
But you guys can look
Apparently-
later to see if there is such items. I don't know. I mean, I have to look through. I don't remember seeing anything like that, which would be very useful. There is a cool item for the people that don't have infravision or dark vision, a thing that allows you to see that. Which I did find that. I'm like, there should be an item that does that.
Yeah, the goggles.
Yeah, some kind of goggles. Yeah, they're pretty.
Those are cool.
Yeah, not bad.
There is a wondrous item called the Helm of Comprehending Languages. While wearing this helm, you can use an action to cast and comprehend the spell Comprehend Languages at will.
And
Yeah, but I'd like.
is it
to speak
uncommon
it
or
too.
wondrous?
It's a wondrous item.
So wondrous is a third level up, right? So
I think so. Yeah, maybe.
yeah, so that's going to be worth more than that. Then. A lot more.
Perhaps this is not the plane to purchase such thing.
True.
Yes, it will not burn up in the flames here, though. That you can be assured, unless you're in the lava, in which case, good luck.
Alright. Let's, I will lead them back to my friend the genie's
Yeah.
tower.
Apparently, we're
Okay.
missing a whole lot of things.
Can you roll investigation? As it gets pretty dark.
Should we try and?
Want to do?
I guess
while
no.
we do this?
It'd be history. Go roll history because this is your memory.
Should we try and move
Okay.
quietly and stealthily?
Shouldn't we always?
Yeah, maybe.
You definitely get lost on the way back. It takes you a
Oh,
good hour,
shit.
hour and a half. You guys find many interesting things, pools of lava, many different people. There's even a moment where some of the I don't really want to role play it out because it'd be forever here.
That's true. We would.
Yeah, and we don't want to make the campaign take forever, but we'll just say
It's like its whole plan.
some of the Ifriti try to pick on you, and Cavral is about to strike back, but you guys stop him from doing it. Afraid of consequences. And as you guys run away from that group, you kind of dart down an alley, you go into another street, and you notice this street that you guys already crossed once, because obviously now you're kind of lost, and Krayla's like, wait, no, I think it's this way now. As you do that, you notice that the street's like completely empty, and you hear like a gong kind of bell. You start hearing gong bells everywhere.
Like alarm bell?
Ew.
No, it's just like gong.
Like a gong
yeah,
bell
I don't know if
everywhere.
I have the song.
Something's happening.
I
Something
have the gong on here.
happening.
Sometimes I put the gong in here. But not this time. Wrong one.
I guess the big thing I'm asking is it more like a sounding of a specific time, like you'd hear gongs going off around the city for something like a time change, or is it more like
You
an
can roll an
urgency
insight.
of
You can roll an insight
you
check.
know?
But you definitely probably have disadvantage, or no, you can just roll it. It's fine. But this way, it's going to be difficult to know what the fuck is going on here because you're not from here. Oh,
Well, a
boy.
12 should certainly get it done then.
Yeah. You really have no idea.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
If I feel like I'm too lost, I will try and call back my familiar if I think it'll survive in this climate,
Okay.
and use it to sort of surveil.
You bring
forces.
back. Okay. This time you can do it to survey. So you can roll another history check. So you bring them back, and you're about to go do that. So can you roll another history check? You can roll it with advantage.
Okay. Oh,
That's
nice.
not too bad, but not super good. So it takes you at least another a while to get back on path, and then as you do that, you notice you guys are walking down the street, and then all of a sudden, a bunch of flames appear around you, and you're surrounded by no less than 9 Ifrite in full armor.
Uh-oh.
Yes, and they kind of look down at you, and they say, in Ingran, in the name of the Sultan, you are all past curfew.
Oh.
You must relinquish your items and come with us.
Whoa.
No!
It's curfew.
I guess we didn't notice no one else was out on the street, huh? Shit.
Yeah. And you actually already
No.
felt like you got lost going back, so you took a lot more time than you should have.
Yeah.
Guess I should have made us invisible.
Well,
Damn it.
Right now.
could have just had him. I mean, all right. I'm getting pretty
9.
tired.
Oh yeah.
So-
I mean, it's actually not a bad spot to leave it.
Balls.
I'm not giving up any of the
Yeah.
things. They can kiss my buns.
9 of them. Oof.
That's my answer. 9.
Okay, as you look like let's just say as you look like you're not able to. You're thinking of you kind of look resistant. He says in Ingran, please don't resist, for the Sultan has the power to relinquish your items and your life this instant.
I don't doubt it. I will just say, persuasively as I can, as you can see, we're not from here. We don't understand the laws. Is there any other way that we can just make it to our destination and not have to inconvenience you, and we can pretend this never happened tonight? Name it.
If you're referring to a bribe, you'll have broken another law. I hope not.
Well, that went well. Of course not. I would never, ever assume.
Not to mention insulting me, your superior, which is yet another law. But I'll let
I'll
it
j-
slide this time, because you're not from here.
I'll just remain quiet. Because clearly I have no clue what I'm talking about.
Please put down your items and come with us.
I would
I-
recommend we do this. The Sultan is not.
I can't
I'd
think
like
of
to-
that.
We're just trying to get home.
No.
Oh
I will
my
just
god.
stand there and stomp my foot and say, no!
I'm gonna put my stuff down.
I'll put it down on the ground and then I'll turn and look at
They look at each other.
Jarba.
And one of them sinks down and speaks in common. Little girl, I suggest you do it. You may not know
Like
this.
all my things?
Yes. You may not know it, but you can be destroyed in an instant here.
We're just trying to get back to where we're staying. We get lost.
It does not matter.
Okay.
I'll just look at Pajarman and say, we have no power here.
The name of the game is survival.
So mad. Fine, I'll just put things down. Fine. Fine, I'll puff and I'll blow your house down.
Very well. They gather up your items. They put it in yet their bag of. They don't actually. They just get if the pouch of holdings. They don't obviously, but the items they put in like their own bag of holding. And they gather you guys up, and some of them grab you by. Like one person will grab you guys by hand. You see the other ones pop out in flashes of flame, and you guys pop out. You feel heat. And you guys appear in what looks like to be some kind of cell. And we'll just leave it at that.
Great.
Yes!
I didn't even get to talk to that Janie.
You're alive.
Yeah.
You're alive.
Still
That's-
alive!
Yes, and just to let you know, this is all like real shit in here, so it's not.
No, I know.
I'm not completely making
I-
everything up.
We totally
No.
get it. We
Yeah.
could have just asked the fucking genie where he lived and not had to worry about it.
Well, I think Krilla knows where he lives. Well, kind of.
Oh.
Well, it's just everything's so new and odd,
Yeah.
and
Sure.
It's
Everything's different. in the
Yeah.
dark.
Just because you go there one time doesn't mean you can find your way back. Yeah, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. That's definitely. It's very. I would say it's very easy to get lost, as the streets are just. I mean, they're totally foreign. They're not any kind of logic that you guys are used to.
There's a shit ton of stuff
Things
in there too. If you look
things
at
are
it.
done also for creatures that can fly, so you have that aspect too. So you guys gotta like. They do have ladders, so you guys can climb, but it's just confusing as
three-dimensional
fuck.
travel.
More or less, more like that. So, but anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the Plane of Fire and shit.
As long as we don't die down here.
So you know what they describe the Plane of Fire as? What everyone thinks of Hell, that's actually Plane of Fire.
Yeah.
Hell is a different place altogether. Hell is more like the wastelands of what's that movie of where it's all sand and
Dune?
no, not Dune.
Beetlejuice.
What's that?
I was gonna say Beetlejuice.
No, don't say it again.
Do it.
You guys already did it twice. Do not say that name again. Mad Max.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
That's what hell's like, but heavy metal and fucking crazy shit like that. So, desolate. And, it depends what plane of hell, but yeah.
I was gonna say it depends on in the abyss. There's how many levels of all of that too, and they're all different.
The abyss is different. So, yeah. And there's tons of laws in the city and shit like that.
Yep.
And truthfully, the Sultan does have the power to kill anyone he wants in the city whenever he wants.
Sweet.
Or she.
Surprised they care enough to do it, but probably don't care enough about us to do it.
No, but if you defy, if
we defied them, yeah.
If you defy the guards, they report back, and then
Sure.
he chooses what he wants to do.
Right.
Which you could take that chance if you want.
Nah. I'm hoping
Alright.
hopefully this is a minor infraction and they give us our stuff back in the morning or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you'll see. So
We were supposed to. Somebody in the
we
Right.
might. I don't know how long we'll be here. Maybe 2 sessions. I'm trying to wrap it up quick in the Plane of Fire, so I don't think it'll take too long. I already figured you guys will end up going to jail at some point, so
Pretty safe bet.
yeah.
You know us well.
Yeah, I looked at all the rules. I'm like, oh, they're gonna break all this shit.
All of them.
Yeah. half of them at least.
It's funny.
Yeah.
All right. So we just gonna plan our next session by ear then?
I mean, I'm available next weekend or whatever. Same bad
Yeah.
time.
It should be.
All right. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't up until 3 nights in a row. It was gonna kill me.
Yep.
All right, all. Happy New Year.
Indeed.
Hopefully everybody's doing all right, and see everybody soon.
Okay.
See ya.
Good night.
Okay. Good
Night.
night. Bye bye.